Pretty much, it was a tough win. We pretty much know it's gonna be like this every game for us. But one thing about it, we not gonna make no excuses because you know, our top man Rashad out. You know what I'm saying? For anything, that just kind of motivate us even more. All of us NBA players, so pretty much just like anything, go next man step up. GP had he had to cuss us out. First half, which if we win it by 10, he still gonna cuss us out and stuff. So, which is cool, you know, because sometimes you may need that little wake up call and stuff. In the second half, we kind of, you know, the main talk was really the defense. We really weren't worried about offense too much because every game we've been winning been predicated to the defensive end. So that was our main focus going to the second half. So once we know we get that momentum going defensively, we were gonna get it going and stuff like that. So, and a lot of times defense really start from me on the defense end because I'm playing in the back a lot, so I kind of see everything what's going on, and we kind of got it together and find a way to, you know, chip it down, and everything just kind of worked itself out for us.
GP or Mahmoud, certainly last week's game came down to that last shot. Was that thought that they were going to collapse on Mahmoud and that pass would be open, that pocket pass there?
Yeah, that's why I called the timeout when they got 48-48 and put McMood back in the game. They're very conscious of him. So I knew if we put him and Quintel in a pick and roll, they were doing the same thing with us. We weren't adjusting to it in a good way. So I put him in a pick and roll, and I told McMood, I said, if Q gets a good pick, and I told Q to get a good pick, that he rolled. And once he rolled, McMood said, I didn't believe how wide open he was. I was about to pull the trigger, and good thing he dumped it off to him. And Q got a dunk. You know, Q wasn't playing well all game. And this is what I like about my team is just that they fight hard. They'll let me cuss them out, but they'll keep going. It's a wake-up call for him. And I told him, I put him in a situation where, you know, he sat on the bench. He said, I'm ready whenever you're ready. I said, you shouldn't be sitting over here in the first place. So he got in and he got a big bucket for us.
Can you talk about the last play?
It's pretty much like he said it. I was coming off, looking to be aggressive as usual. They gave me some space, it was going up. But Quintel literally, I mean, he exploded like Usain Bolt. And I couldn't help but see him. And he was just wide open. And he glid to the basket like Clyde Drexler and finished strong. So it was either going to be, at that moment, it looked like myself or Quintel based upon the play being ran. Just a great play.
Like Coach said, you know, I had to make up for not playing well the whole game. You know what I'm saying? He put me in for the last shot and trusted me. So I was just going to do whatever I had to do. If that was getting him open or rolling to the goal and getting the winning basket, that's what I did.
Gary, do you have a different strategy for the next game?
No, I mean, I'm going to look at the team that we play, the roster. You know, I've got to make decisions now on each week, which I always do. I got Jamari Moon coming in next week, which is going to give me another big size guy. You know, and I have to, you know, think about putting him on the roster, you know, because I got to stay big and I got to stay athletic. Reggie is giving us a lot of minutes. I'm wearing him down. I credit this game to Kwame Brown because he the one came in and did a great job of showing them what to do, because all of these guys was like they were spacewalking. And Kwame came in there and showed them what they were supposed to be doing, and then they woke up. And then that's what we need out of players like that. And, you know, next week I'm just going to let these guys understand that they know I'm going to make the right decisions. And whatever team we play next week, you know, they're going to have problems with my team.
This is a question for all four, including Coach Payton. How big is the camaraderie for you guys in the Big Three?
It's huge. It's real huge because of you can't look at the individual accolades. You got to focus just on the team aspect, and that's why we met early in Atlanta. We got a couple of players from Atlanta, so it was on the right that we go down there and kind of come together. Then when we finally came together as a whole, when GP came into the mix, one thing about GP pretty much don't waste no time, as in for like this was what. This, you know what I'm saying, just getting straight to the point, not beating around the bush, you know what I'm saying, and that was so good about him. He's so straightforward, and either you like it or you don't, you know. So and that was the main thing, and we got good players who did a lot of great individual things, and in the league, but right now it's just all about team concept, team play. Rashad, you know, emphasizing, you know, team ball. My dude, everybody just pretty much is a team effort, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only way we gonna win, and that's the only way we can stay together as a unit, not worrying about if Quintel scored 30 points. If he scored 30 points, guess what? Everybody happy, you know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality for us. It's just the whole unity.
Well, Reggie summed it up. My team is not about the individual things. They're just about winning. We don't have problems on the floor. If I call one of them over and tell them to be quiet and let me handle it, that's what we got. We are a team where we worried about winning. You know, we were struggling all game. And I kept telling them to get the 50-50 balls and play defense, and we'll get back in the game. And we started making the plays, and that's what happened. But as y'all see, I'm very fiery. That's how I am. And I get on them, but they don't take it personal. They take it to a good level. When we was walking in here, Quintel, I said, "Way to stay strong." He said, "I'm glad you on me all the time." They need that sometimes. So we have a good camaraderie with ourselves. And especially it started like what Reggie said. They got together 3 weeks, 4 weeks before Big Three started and started working out with each other in Atlanta. And that's when you see that a team that's want to play and they want to be together. And then they got a friendship. And that's what the friendship is about. Now, if we were 1-3 or 2-2 right now, we have urgency. I think 5 wins will get us in the playoffs. 6 of them ensures a playoffs. We're 1 game away from being assured playoff. You know, we just can't win. We can't lose 6 games out of 4 games in a row now. We only got 4 more games left before the playoffs come. We win 2 out of that 4. We're okay. Well, we want to win all of them. So that's what we're thinking about. We get 1 more next week. We take 1 game at a time. We don't worry about nothing else. We're 4-0. We lead the league right now. We're on the undefeated team. So we're going to do it like that. We're not worried about anything else. When that comes, it's going to come. Right now, 1 game at a time. We're worried about next week in Miami and get a win.
Mahmoud, what do you love and appreciate most about the opportunity that the Big Three organization allows for you to keep playing the game that you love, especially, you know, kind of past the twilight of your career? What do you love about playing with the Big Three within the organization?
The fact that I just we have another chance at it. You know, a lot of us are older, especially myself. And once it's gone, it's gone. So, you know, having the opportunity to showcase what you still have left, to be around these guys, and most of which, if not all of them, I've never played against because I'm older. And I mean, it's really a blessing, man. Every time I see Q, really, I thank him for putting this together.
We had a couple of ejections today. What are you guys feeling about the intensity level in the league right now? And are we seeing some old rivalries resurface in this league?
Well, yeah, we are seeing rivalries. These guys have played against a lot of these guys in the league, and they're competitive. Just like with Big Mood and Nate and Salim and Nate, it gets fiery. But the only thing I say is that we got to control the game a little bit better. You know, we don't want to see Nate kicked out of the game like that. That's what these people come to see. But we can't get crazy neither. You know what I'm saying? Because we do have kids out there and we do have fans. And that's what don't want to see all of that. So what we have to do is, I think, and the Cube is trying to do it the best way he can. He's just trying to get the best referees out there, establish something in the beginning of the game. No holding, no none of that and all that. And we won't have that situation. But it's still a competitive game. It's still competitive, and these guys, they know, they go at each other, they having fun. You see Reggie and Bonzi, you know, let it happen, let them play, let them. That's what you want to see. You want to see fire. That's just like you on the playground basketball. It's like you going to the park. You're gonna do the same thing, and I just sat there and let it happen because it's fun to me. I know Reggie ain't gonna back down, and Bonzi ain't gonna back down, so that's good.
Last question, Quintel, what does it mean to you to have a chance to be back in the locker room with teammates and have that kind of rapport with friends again on the basketball court?
Well, I've been in locker rooms. I just haven't been in NBA locker rooms. But it's good to be back around the guys that I know. You know what I mean? Being back around is like a family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Seeing a lot of guys that you haven't seen for years. So just that part of it, just fun for me. Just being around people, getting to meet Gary Payton. You know what I mean? Person that I grew up watching when I was younger. But it's just fun. Just all around fun for me.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.